What happened just moments ago backstage at WWE is nothing short of earth-shattering. The entire WWE universe is left reeling after witnessing a brutal, unprovoked attack by Brock Lesnar, the very embodiment of the Beast, on Bronson Reed, one of WWE's most promising rising stars. This wasn't just a brawl or a typical WWE storyline altercation. This was chaos incarnate, raw and violent beyond anything seen in recent memory, leaving fans and insiders alike stunned and asking countless questions. The calm before the storm, a night like any other. Until it wasn't. The night had started just like any other WWE event. Backstage corridors buzzed with energy, superstars warmed up for their matches, producers and crew hustled to get cameras and sets ready, and the crowd inside the arena anticipated the main show. Yet, just before the cameras rolled, a sudden, terrifying sound ripped through the backstage area. A piercing scream that shattered the calm like glass. Staff members, producers, and wrestlers dropped what they were doing and sprinted toward the source of the chaos. It was like stepping into a nightmare unfolding live. Down one narrow hallway stood Brock Lesnar, face twisted with fury, veins bulging on his forehead, eyes wild and unrelenting, physically overpowering Bronson Reed. Reed, known affectionately as the Colossal, had carved out a reputation as an unstoppable force in WWE, but at this moment, he was pinned against a production crate, cornered and vulnerable. The clash of titans, Bronson Reed versus Brock Lesnar. Reed, never one to back down, fought with everything he had. His booming roars echoed through the corridor as he shoved and swung at Lesnar, trying to break free. But standing across from Brock Lesnar is not about fighting. It's about surviving a force of nature. Witnesses say Brock's first strike was a brutal knee to Reed's midsection, delivered with the force of a sledgehammer crashing into wood, bending Reed in half instantly. The guttural sound was chilling. Before Reed could even catch his breath, Lesnar wrapped his powerful arms around him and threw him through a steel table piled high with equipment. The crash sent sparks flying and lights crashing down, turning the hallway into a battlefield strewn with broken gear and chaos. But Lesnar's rampage was far from over. Beyond brutality, the massacre continues. In what can only be described as a massacre, Brock hauled Bronson Reed up by the neck, dragging him like a rag doll before slamming him hard into a concrete wall. So powerful was the impact that witnesses claimed they felt vibrations ripple through the floor. Security guards rushed in. Referees desperately tried to restrain the beast, but Brock was unstoppable. Laughing and roaring with eyes ablaze, he brushed off every attempt like swatting away insects. To grasp the scale of this moment, consider that Bronson Reed weighs over 330 pounds of solid muscle and brute strength. No small man by any standard. Yet, at that moment, he looked helpless and dwarfed beneath Lesnar's overwhelming fury. One F5 wasn't enough. Brock delivered two brutal F5s, the first onto the unforgiving concrete floor, the second onto a stack of road cases piled nearby. Reed lay limp and motionless, a sight that stunned everyone into silence. WWE officials shouted urgently for medical aid. The fallout. A viral sensation and growing outrage. Though the fans in the arena didn't witness the attack live, leaked cell phone footage from backstage quickly spread across social media, igniting a wildfire of reactions. Millions watched the clip within minutes, and hashtags demanding answers started trending worldwide. The burning question on everyone's mind. Why did Brock Lesnar return in such a violent fashion, and why was Bronson Reed targeted? The backstage tension. A boiling cauldron of pride and challenge. Rumors have circulated that Bronson Reed had been stirring the pot backstage, openly claiming that Brock Lesnar was finished, that he was retired, and too soft to handle the current generation of WWE superstars. Reed's bold words reportedly didn't sit well with Lesnar, who is known for his fierce pride and intolerance of disrespect. Yet many insiders believe this violent encounter wasn't a random act of rage, but a carefully orchestrated setup. There's speculation that this brutal assault might be laying the groundwork for an epic new rivalry. Beast versus Colossus, two titans clashing with everything at stake: careers, legacies, and pride. Medical reports, the grim reality behind the violence. The aftermath has been sobering. Medical sources close to WWE's team confirm Bronson Reed sustained serious injuries, including fractured ribs, a possible dislocated shoulder, and severe trauma to his back from the brutal F5s on concrete and steel. Reed, the colossal powerhouse once full of momentum, is now sidelined indefinitely, pulled from all upcoming matches as he begins a difficult road to recovery. Footage of Reed being stabilized on a stretcher, neck brace in place, as medics and his close friends look on in shock, only adds to the heart-wrenching nature of the incident. The silence that speaks volumes. WWE's mysterious response. Perhaps the most confounding part of this entire ordeal is WWE's silence. No official statements, no fines, no suspensions, no condemnations of Brock Lesnar's actions, just a void of communication. This deafening silence suggests to some that the attack was tacitly approved or even planned by WWE management. This raises unsettling questions. Was WWE deliberately allowing Brock to run wild? Is this part of a larger narrative strategy? Could this be a test to see who can truly withstand the Beast's fury in 2025? The speculation is swirling. Locker room reactions, divided and tense. Inside WWE's locker room, emotions are running high. Some superstars are reportedly furious, condemning the dangerous precedent this sets. They argue that if Lesnar can assault a fellow performer with no consequences, then no one in WWE is truly safe. Conversely, others whisper that Lesnar's return, raging and unpredictable, is exactly the jolt WWE needed. They see this as a return to the chaos and fear that once made WWE's top stars legends. Bronson Reed, from rising star to road to redemption. Before this violent incident, Bronson Reed was on the ascent, rapidly becoming one of WWE's most feared and unstoppable forces. His size, skill, and charisma made him a fan favorite, and many believed he was poised to become the company's next big monster. Now, with his momentum crushed under Lesnar's assault, Reed faces a long, painful recovery. But the real question is, will he come back stronger? Will this brutal beating ignite a new fire in him, fueling a desire for vengeance and redemption? Fan reactions. A divided WWE universe. The WWE universe itself is split down the middle. On one side are the outraged fans calling for Brock Lesnar to be disciplined, fined, or even banned. They view his actions as reckless, unprofessional, and harmful to the future of a promising young star. On the other side are the hardcore Lesnar supporters, who are thrilled to see him back, raw and dangerous as ever. To them, Brock is a reminder that the Beast isn't done yet. No matter the weight, the size, or the talent of today's generation, Lesnar is still the most feared predator in WWE. Final thoughts. A story. Still unfolding. Was this WWE letting Brock Lesnar run wild, or was this part of a much bigger plan to elevate Bronson Reed through adversity? Will Reed emerge stronger than ever, or has Brock ended his momentum for good? The answers lie ahead. One thing is clear. This war between the Beast and the Colossal is just beginning. And when these two collide again, the WWE Universe better brace for destruction the ring might never contain. Drop your thoughts below, because this story is far from over.